Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and a puzzle from Sinclair and another fog puzzle, but also another yin-yang puzzle. I do enjoy these. Yin-yang is perhaps theoretically a quite complicated rule set. When you get used to it, it's great fun. We'll look at this in a moment. Sinclair sent us a number of puzzles, 4 or 5 I think, and finally getting featured. Well done, Senny. We will look at this in a moment. I'm first of all going to talk about what's available on Patreon. So we've put up some solution videos to the Put Out More Flags Hunt. Now the first couple of walkthroughs, because they come with a couple of other things. One is the list of successful solvers, also published, and one is some comments and thoughts about the flags hunt from Jordan Desbrow, mostly about flags, vexillology, and it's really interesting. Jordan wrote so much and put it into a document that we could share, and we thought, well, why not? Let's share it. You can have a look at that. So those 2 solution videos are available to all the subscribers to Patreon. The other ones, as they come out, will be for the $3 a month subscribers, because that's one of the rewards at that level, is you get the solution videos to the monthly hunts. And we will have another monthly hunt for you on December the 1st. Looking forward to bringing that to you. It's still in production at the moment. What else have we got going on Patreon? We've got connections and crossword videos, recent ones of those up in both cases. Do check those out, very interesting stuff. Now, we've also, of course, got links under the video to Sven's Sudoku pad, to all of our apps as well, which do feature a Fog of War app, as well as Line Sudoku, and Classic Sudoku 2, the latest one, to join the stable that includes so many other things, Sandwich Sudoku, the Worms. Do check it all out. It's really educational and entertaining handcrafted Sudoku stuff. And hopefully today's will be as well. So I'm going to go through the rules now of +5 Yang by Sinclair. And the rules are that normal Sudoku rules apply, and that's putting 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Fog exists in this puzzle, and it's dynamic. So if we get the right digits in the puzzle, some fog will clear. Now, there's a yin-yang. We have to shade some cells in the grid so that all shaded cells are orthogonally connected and all unshaded cells are an orthogonally connected group, and there are no 2 by 2 areas in the puzzle. So that would be one shading that would be possible. There are many. Now, the values are that a shaded cell, the value of the digit, the value of the cell is the digit in it plus 5, whereas an unshaded cell's value is equal to its digit. So, on a region sum line, blue lines are divided into segments by box borders, and all the segments on a line must have the same sum. It can be different sums for different lines. A purple line contains a set of consecutive values in any order. I was talking about values for the region sum lines as well. And cells connected by a white dot with an equal sign have equal values, not one different, but equal values. Cells connected by a black dot have values of which one is double the other. Not all dots are necessarily given. So this +5 rule on the yin-yang is going to play merry heck with some of our normal assumptions. And I'm longing to find out which assumptions I'm longing to work out which assumptions are going to change. Give it a try on that first link under the video. Check the video length if you want to see how hard it might be. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Well, I mean, this central box is crazy. Look at all these equals signs. Okay, each of these dominoes with an equal sign in it has got one funky cell. I was going to say one funky cell at least. I'm going to say one funky cell only, one +5 cell only. And I know that because if you +5'd on both sides, you couldn't use the same digit, so equals wouldn't work. If you didn't +5 on either side, you couldn't use the same digit, so equals wouldn't work. That's the best way of explaining, or it's a way of explaining that. There are probably better ones. Now there's more because we know something about the digits involved in these. Okay, here's the simple way of explaining this. These are all pairs of x and 5 plus x, but the simple way is, where could you put 5 on any of those equal signs, and what would be next to it? If 5 had its plus value of 10, there's nothing you could put next to it to equal that except another 5. If 5 didn't have its plus value of 10, if it was just worth 5, you can't put a naught that's been added to on its other side. So 5 has to be in the middle. I think this is right. And that clears fog. So it doesn't clear much fog, does it? Oh, how is that going to help? Okay, now we have to think a bit deeper. What on earth is happening here? Oh gosh, I don't understand at all. These blue cells are not on the same domino, so I don't know about the relationship between them. Well, okay, I know that at least one of them is not plus 5. Like, if both of them were plus 5... Oh, no, I don't even know that. You could have both of them be plus 5 with a 1 and a 2, and that would make a value of 13, and you can get to a value of 13 here. Oh, rats. Okay, I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand how we can get anything out of this. And I don't even know whether this 5 is in a plus cell or not. There's no way of knowing that. I can't shade colours here. Oh, maybe the yin-yang does something. I don't see how it does. Oh, goodness. The Renban? I mean, there's only one of these blue line cells on the Renban. Oh. Okay. The value of 5 is not on the Renban. Now, you might say that is not very interesting. You might say that, and you might be right. Because possible values in this puzzle range from 1 up to 14. That's one way of thinking about this puzzle. Possible values in it range from 1 up to 14. Well, 5 can't be a value on the Renban. It also can't be a digit on the Renban. Therefore, 10 cannot be a value on the Renban. Yeah, okay. So this is something. So the 3 cells that are valued on the Renban either have, I think there are 6 possibilities. The values of 1, 2, 3 achieved by the digits 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4 achieved by the digits 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, which could be achieved by, it could be a mix of 6 or plus 1, 7 or plus 2, 8 or plus 3. 7, 8, 9 is another possible set. But we mustn't forget that these could be valued at 11, 12, 13 or 12, 13, 14. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really just don't understand how to deal with this. These are all on different dominoes, these Renban cells. So they can be any color they want. This value... No, hang on. Let's just think about these in comparison to each other. Oh, these have equal values. Right. These 2 cells have equal values, and these 2 cells, these can't be valued from 12, 13, 14, because both of these would be valued from 12, 13, 14. We'd have a total of at least 25 to get into that cell. That is not a possible value in this puzzle. So these are not both pluses. Well, they're not both pluses in that range. This is not having values from 11, 12, 13, 14 on it. Now, if it had values of 1, 2, 3, 4, is that difficult? These two would have values from 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Why is that a problem? Is that a problem? Maybe it's just not. The black dots. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. This is quite hard to work out. If these had values from 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't see how these would have equal value suddenly. Am I losing my mind here? Oh, yes, I am losing my mind. Right. Okay, on every one of these equal signs, the value of the cells is more than 5, because one of them is being plussed because of the fact that they're different. So the value of these four equal signs are, in some order, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm sorry. You may have seen that in 4 seconds of this video, of opening the puzzle. I've only just worked it out. And it's very obvious because we have to use all the digits from 1 to 4 and 6 to 9 here, and we have to make equal values. And we can only do that by plussing the low digits and not the high digits. That's so clear now. It's funny how light dawns. Anyway, therefore the values on these cells are all 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so the value of these two cells is at least 6 plus 7. They can't be the same value because the same values only apply to one domino. So at least 6 plus 7, and the digit here is therefore 8 or 9, and it's increased. I'm going to go with red for the pluses. Now, it's either 6, 7, 8. Sorry, it's either that digit is worth 13 or 14. So these are either a 6, 7 pair of values or a 6, 8 pair of values. Now, 6 as a value in this box has on its domino 1, 6. 7 has 2, 7. So if this is an 8, this group of cells is 1, 2, 6, 7. Oh, and 8 would have to be round here. If that, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this is something. If that's a 9, these two are worth 6 and 8. It's worth 14. And these two cells are worth 6 and 8. So this would consist of 1, 6, 3, 8. And you'd have 4, 9 round here and 2, 7 here. Okay, I'm beginning to get some idea of what the puzzle is about, gradually, after 10 minutes. Now, how do we know whether it's 8 or 9? Whatever digit this is appearing on that domino. The fact that these the other blue lines disappear into the fog does not feel... Oh, it's the other digit. So 2 of the digits on this Renban are involved in these 2 values. If those have values of 6 and 7, so do these 2. And the value of this, which can't be 5, would have to be 8. And that would break. Right. If this digit was an 8... these 2 would have, it would be worth 13. These 2 would have values of 6 and 7. These would both have values of 6 and 7. And the value of that wouldn't be... okay, the value of that is not allowed to be 8 because that would put an 8-3 pair here clashing with an 8 there. So this is a 9. And that clears fog. Right. And the value of these 2, that's worth 14. So the value of these 2 are a 6 and an 8. They are from the 1-6 and the 3-8 sets in the central box. And so are the other cells on their dominoes. Now this is the 9-4 pair. And this, by elimination, is the 2-7 pair. And both of the values of these cells are 7. That is valued at 7. Doesn't matter which digit it is. This is either valued at 5 or 10. But if it was 10, we'd need to get a value of 17 there. Well, our values only go up to 14. So the addition of... So this is not plussed. The addition of these is 12. And this digit is a 7, which is plussed. And there we go, more fog. Now we know that this is a 2, which is plussed. This is a 7, which isn't. We've got, in yin-yang, there are 2 things that we normally know. One is about the perimeter, which looks utterly useless in this fog puzzle. And that is that you can only have 2 runs of colour in the perimeter. Because if, say, both of these runs were red, to connect them up, you'd fracture the 2 yellow segments that would be the other parts of the perimeter. So you can only have 2 runs of colour in the perimeter. You can also not have a checkerboard. If this cell was red, you couldn't connect up the 2 red bits without cutting off some of the yellow, and you couldn't connect up the 2 yellow bits without cutting off some of the red. So that is yellow, and this is red, and we know that yellow is an ordinary 9 and red is a plussed 4. We just don't know on these ones yet what's going on. Now, we've got this line. We can add it all up. Those are worth 18. Crikey. So the line is going to continue past there. Okay, we can add it up, but we can't find out where the line is or what digits to put on it or how long it is. This value line is 14. And again, it disappears into the fog. That's not very helpful. Now, can I do yin-yang? One of these is red and one is yellow. If we put them the wrong way round, we'd create a checkerboard. So we put them the right way round, and this one is the plussed... No, this one is the ordinary digit, the higher digit. This one is the plussed lower digit. And now, the value of this cell, this is on a black dot, and this is also an equals sign. This value is obviously the same as that value, same as that value. This digit is the same as that digit. I don't know. I mean, that's true. Okay, black dots, black dots. So the value of this cell is either 6 or 8. Now we have to be very careful because the values on the black dots don't have to be 3 or 4 as normal now. They could be... They can't be 16 because that's bigger than we're allowed, but they could be 12. So the value on these dots is either 3, 4, or 12. The digits required to create those are either 3, 4, or 7. This one clearly can't be a 4. This is difficult because either this is a red 3 or 4, No, hang on. Oh, this cell's yellow to avoid a 2 by 2. Just seen that. It's totally irrelevant because we don't know what digits anywhere near it. But I might as well do what tiny bits of yin-yang I can while I think about this monstrosity here. What's going on? That is valued at either 3 or 12. Ah, whichever way round it is, this is the... No, it's black dot. This is valued at 6, whether that's 3 or 12. Yes, it's okay. This is valued at 6. So this is the 1-6 domino. And this is the 3-8 domino over here. Now this digit can't be 3. And this digit is 1 or 6. This there's no particular way around yellow and red don't work here. If this is valued at 6, this digit has to be valued at 12. It can't be a 4. That's a 7. Oh, that didn't clear any fog. It's also a plusser, so it's red. Right. These two are the same color, and that's different. If these two were yellow, that would create a checkerboard. So those two are red, and they're the low digit being plussed. This is yellow and is the high digit being not plussed. There we go. And do we know what this is now? No, we don't, because this has a value of 6. This could either be an ordinary 3 or a plussed 7. Wow, it's bonkers. Okay, here we go. So the value on this is 14. So this is two cells. They're of equal value. They're both valued at 7. One of them is a genuine 7, and one of them is a fake 2, a funky plussed 2. And this digit is now a 3 by Sudoku. Oh, look at the fog, clear. Love it. And this is a regular 3, isn't it? Because that's a 6, yeah, so that's ordinary. And this has to be yellow to avoid a checkerboard. This has to be yellow to get the yellow here out. Right, what's going on this line? Oh, that is a value of 3. So these are all genuine values. You can't plus them. This one, therefore, is 2 or 5, given the cells in its column. This is 1 or 4, given that it sees those. And this is red to avoid a 2 by 2. This is red to avoid a checkerboard. This is yellow to avoid a 2 by 2. This is yellow to avoid a checkerboard. Oh, I like getting a little run of colouring to do. This is red to avoid a checkerboard. And the yin-yang shape is finally starting to gradually emerge. Now, there don't seem to be all that many clues to... this is worth 12. Oh, that's a very low total for this line. If I could work out that you had to have a plusser on that, I think I can work out that you can't have a plusser on it. If you had a plusser, that would be worth +5, and the value of the 4 cells, the digits, would have to be as little as 7. Well, that's too low. So these are all regular yellow cells. Okay, that's yellow to avoid red getting trapped in. This is red to avoid a 2 by 2. This is yellow to avoid a checkerboard. This is red to get the red out, up to there. This is yellow to avoid a checkerboard. Okay. And these actually do add up to 12. They include the digits 1 and 2. Now, how about this bit of the line, where we've got a +5 there. So these, the actual digits add up to 7, and they must be 1, 2, and 4. That one is the 2 based on those. This is 1 or 4. I can't tell which one is plussed. Now, there has to be a 2 on this line. This is 4 digits that add up to 12. They include 1, 2, and either 3, 6, or 4, 5. The 2 is going to have to go here. I was hoping that would clear fog. The 1 is in one of those cells. This digit is 6 or 7 by Sudoku. I mean, I haven't got much going on. I've got this equals clue that I haven't looked at because it looks totally uninteresting so far. This, 2 there has made this a 5. Right, so we get 4 on the Renban. 1, there we go. 1 in the plusser, and that clears some fog. This is 1, 2, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 6. Can't deal with that. Okay, the value on this line is 14. So these 3 add up to 14. That could be 3 yellows, or there could be a plusser. There probably can't be 2 plussers. This digit all on its own is worth 14, so that's a red 9. These 2 add up to 14, and I don't know anything about them. I do know they're not a 9-5 double yellow pair, but they could be an 8-6 double yellow pair. No, they couldn't, because that would be a 4 set of yellow. But they could be a 1-3 double red pair or a mixed pair adding up to 9. I really like this puzzle, by the way. I think it's very interesting, even though it fried my brain a bit early on. Right, 7, 8 and 9 are a trio of digits up there. These are from 2, 3, 6, 7. So this pair is either a 3-1 pair or adds up to 9 in terms of the original real digits. I don't think this can be 6 or 7 at all, because that would have to be valued at 3 or 2. We can't have the double yellow 6-8 pair. Well, in fact, 8's gone in this box anyway. For this to be adding up to 9 with 1 red cell, and that to be 6 or 7, this digit would have to be 2 or 3. There's no way. So this digit is 2 or 3. And still this pair adds up to 4 or 9. Now, I don't think this can be 2 anymore, because that would be either another 2 or a 7. Yeah, that's a 3. Oh, why doesn't that clear fog? This, however, is either a 1 and they're both red, or a 6 and we've got 1 red and 1 yellow here. I'm gradually beginning to see how you have to think about this puzzle, but it's a slow burn. Oh, there's no 7 in these cells because of the 7 in that triple. Okay, it's absolutely fried my Sudoku ability, clearly. Right, so that's a 1. These are both red. That's red to avoid a checkerboard. That's yellow to avoid a 2 by 2. I know we've got a new line. I'll look at that in a moment. This is a 4-5 pair. This is a 6-8 pair. This digit is a 7. We've got a 7 in row 8 that just by Sudoku I can find. These digits can't be 1s because 1 has been confined to one of those cells. Oh, that can't be a 5-6 pair, by the way, because this line needs either 5 or 6 on it. So one of those is an 8. That's quite interesting. I'm still not looking at you down here, or you. I'm going to look at this. We know the total of this line, the n for this line. 9 plus 9 is 18. So these two, we've got one plusser at least. They either add up as digits to 13 or 8. If it was 13, that would be a 5-8 red pair. If it was 8, it couldn't be 1-7. It would be 2-6 or 3-5. So this line adds up to 18. 5 different digits. If one of them was red, the digits would only add up to 13. So they're all yellow, because you can't have 5 digits only adding up to 13. The minimum total of 5 digits is 15. That's red to avoid a 2 by 2. Now, we've got the perimeter thing to think, yes, these can't... Okay, this is the colouring thing, not the values that go on this equals. They can't both be the same colour at all. they can't be both yellow because that would create a 2 by 2. That's what I keep saying. But they can't actually both be the same color because the equal sign wouldn't work. They'd be the same digits, either plussed or not plussed together. So there is a perimeter break here. There is no red in these cells because that would create 2 perimeter breaks. So they're all yellow. Lots of this perimeter is going to end up being yellow, I suspicion now. These can't all be red or all be yellow for fear of creating 2 by 2s. Oh, that's red to avoid a little 2 by 2 right here. That's yellow to avoid a 2 by 2 on the other side, and that's red to avoid a 2 by 2 on the first side. Okay, lovely. I still don't know whether that's red or yellow. This red has to get out, but either through that passage or that passage. Not both, because that would cut off that. So these are one of each, which, you know, it's a bit weird, but it's okay. Right, what are the digits on this set that add up to 18? They must include a 1. I think they must include a 2. If they didn't, they would be minimum 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, which adds up to 19. So they do include a 2. The 2 is in those cells because of this 2, and now that digit can't be a 2. I'm hoping to clear some fog with this digit. Oh, bother. Right, this is a new blue line. Good Lord, where does it go? It doesn't go through that cell. So the only box border it can cross, oh look, I can just see a tiny bit of it in the bottom of that box, but it's going to have to go between boxes 2 and 3. Oh gosh, I don't know. This adds up to 18. There's no 9 on it, because that would leave the other 4 cells adding up to 9. So there's a 9 in one of these cells, and this can't be 9, and this is 9. Right. So we don't know the colors, but this line has digits adding to 15. So I can either deduct 5 or 10, or add 5 or 10, or use 15, and I get the same. Oh, can I put a 9 there? No. I cannot put a 9 in this cell. Because on the black dot, that 9 couldn't be worth 9, or this would have to be worth 4.5 or 18, and they're both impossible values. If it was worth 14, yes, there's a black dot possibility here, but that would be 7, and that would clash. So that's not 9. This is a plus a 9. And now these two can't add up to 15 like those do. Oh, that's really interesting. They can't add up to 15 because they can't be a 9-6 pair because of that 9. And they can't be a 7-8 pair because of these 7s. In fact, there's a 7 on this line and it adds up to 18. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. That is useful. That is information. These digits are 4, 6, and 8. Now, these two have to add up to something divisible by 5. So they're a 4-6 pair. They add up to 10. We worked out there was 1 red and 1 yellow there because of this red having to get out, but that yellow not being cut off. Oh, that digit's an 8. So for those have 1 red and 1 yellow and add up to 15. These are natural 15 values. They're both yellow. Okay, and that's just extending my yellow perimeter. I want to find red in the perimeter. I know there's one of each here. I don't know what else to do with that. Right, this black dot. That is a genuine value of 8. I was going to go, oh no, the 4 doesn't work anymore. This is weird though. This is either a genuine value of 4. Oh yeah, it can't be the plussed value. It is a genuine value of 4. That's what it is, not weird. I thought I was going to have the plussed value there for some reason. Not true. That is a 6 and that's red. Ah, that clears fog. That's just what we want to see. I can fill in 7 and 8 here. I can remove 7 from this cell. And 1 and 3. This is a 5. I've found one of the digits on this string. These two are a 2-4 pair. That is a pair adding to 9. These two, therefore, add to 9 or something 5 or 10 away from that as digits. Oh, hang on. 4 there sorts out 5 and 4. Might be useful. Now, these are 1, 3, 6, and 7. We've got a little equals sign there. So this must be a 1-6 pair, because it has to be a pair that are 5 apart. I mean, I'm gradually learning how the puzzle works. You don't have to give me a lot of credit, but I'm getting there. 1, 6, 2, 4, 9. These are from, 7 is looking at these cells. Why have we got so many 7s in the grid? Don't know. But I'm not complaining. That is a 7 in the corner. There's another one. These are 5 and 8. Right. These two, the digits, have to add to 9, 4, can't be 4. 9, 1 and 8. 14, 6 and 8. Not 19. So that's always an 8. And that's a 5. And maybe I can now work out something about the colouring. No, I can't really. I don't know whether these are going to add to the same number as those or not. Oh, that's so strange. Right. Sudoku. Now, this pair, they add up to 18, but they're both plussed. So the actual digits add up to 8. The trouble with that is I still don't know whether it's 2, 6 or 3, 5. Maybe I should, but I don't. This is a 4 or a 6 so it's time for some Sudoku diving. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it's time for. We've got a 2 in one of those two cells. Because that's not a 2 now, that wasn't a 6. So that's placing 2 at the top. That's a 2 now. This can't be 8 anymore. And we did something with 8s, didn't we? Worked out that what I did, that was quite a neat thing. I worked out that one of these couldn't both be 5 and 6, or this line doesn't work. So that's now an 8. Okay, good. Now we get an 8 there. That's just eliminated. Then there's an 8 in one of those two. This line has to either be 1, 4, 5 or 1, 3, 6. 6, 1, 3 or 5, 1, 4. This digit's always having to be a 1. If it's 6, 1, 3, that's the 6, and this can't be 3. If it's 1, 4, 5, that's the 4, and this ends up being 1. Okay, that's useful and slightly odd. This is either a 3, 6 pair or a 4, 5 pair in one order or the other. Now that's a 5, 6 pair by this reckoning, and that digit becomes a 3, and this is a 5. And this digit is the last in its column, that's a 9. This is 3 or 4 in the corner. 3, 4, 2, 7. Right, now, this is another one of these central box pairs, because one of them's adding 5 and the other isn't. And it's not 3, 8, and it's not 4, 9, and it's not 2, 7. So this is a 1, 6 pair now. That digit becomes 8. This is 6. That's 4. This is 3 and 8, and we've got 5 and 9 to fill in the box, and that sorts out 6 and 5. And now we know this is a 4 to make this sum work on this line. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spot. Light losing its religion. And now, I still don't know which way round they go. The 5 in column 3 is there. That's 1 or 6. We've got a 1, 6 pair in column 2. Oh, these 3 add up to a value of 14, but they might include some red. Now, what can we can't use 5, 1, 6 or 7 as digits. So we've got 2, 3, 8, 4, 9 available. And they either add up to 9, in which case there'd be 2, 3, 4, or 14. What would happen then? 8, 2, 4. That would have to be it. No, 9, 2, 3. Oh, bother. All sorts of possibilities there. Oh, I'm going to have to do some yinny yanny. Oh, look, these can't both be yellow. But we've converted, well, I sort of feel it makes me know which way round these go. If this was red, yeah, this can't be red because that would be yellow. And this would be the only bit of red in the perimeter. And these would all be yellow, and that would break on this 2 by 2. So this is not red, this is yellow, and therefore it's the real 6. This is red. Oh, and this red not only is a perimeter thing, it has to get out. It has to get out all the way up the left-hand side, at least to there. And that's a 1 now. So now we can put in 6 and 1. This one we can put in a 1. These are all yellow because we only have 2 blocks in the perimeter. Right, come on, we're closing in now. Oh, maybe a quick look over here in case there's any write-ins, which there aren't. Yes, there are. This is a 2 in its column, so that's 6, and then I've got a 4, 9 pair left. Now that 6 means this digit is 2 or 8. Okay, I'm going to have to think about this. Oh no, I know which way round these colourings go on this 1, 6. Again, the 6 is yellow and the 1 is red. So I have to join up the reds in the perimeter. Okay, that was useful. This red has to get out somewhere. That's red to avoid a 2 by 2. That's yellow to avoid a 2 by 2. I don't know here. I'm not... Okay, these can't both be red. Because the colour red would then have to fill the perimeter. And then that would be red. And these would add up to 14 plus a 5. And these would be 9 plus 2 5s. Oh no, that is right. These can both be red then, can they? I thought they couldn't. Maybe the reason I was thinking that was right, but I've forgotten it. That's weird. Oh, in this column, there's a 9 in one of these cells. So these are now going to have to be 9, 3, 2, all genuine values. Oh, well, that is useful. So 2 there, 9, 3, and they're all yellow. That must be valuable. This red has to get out through there. I don't know about this one yet. But I do know this digit is an 8. And now I know that we've got 4 and 9 there, and over this side 4 and 6, and we can do 3 and 8. We can do the Sudoku. I'm going to finish off the Sudoku in a moment, but hang on a second. Let's just try and work out the colouring before I put the last digit in. So those two are 12 plus 2 lots of 5 is 22. These two add up to 12, so we've got 2 reds in this group and 1 yellow. Now, if the yellow was there, that would be red. These would all be yellow. I think that could work. Right, if the red was here, this would be yellow. I don't know. They both look like they work to me. So if I misunderstood this line, I have to think about this one again. We've got... These are both... These add up to 5 less than those two as natural digits. So there's 1 more red there than there. And that means either all of these are red, or that's yellow and this is 1 of each. If that's yellow, this has to be yellow because of the perimeter break. So those two are the same color, whatever it is. Oh, if it's red, that's yellow on its line. If it's red, these are all red. If those are yellow, oh, this is always red, in fact, because we have to have one more of red on this bit of line than on this bit. So that's always red. This is yellow to avoid the 2 by 2. I mean, I am gradually approaching this in the slowest way possible. If those are yellow, oh, this has to be red to avoid a 2 by 2. If they're red, it has to be red to join up as a checkerboard. So that's always red. And now we've had the 2 reds here, so that's yellow. And now, if these are red, that's red. If they're yellow, that's still red. So that's red. So it's just these two, which are the same color. Now, one of these must work as a yin. Yes, if they were yellow, we'd have cut off the 2 red sections from each other. So they're red. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant finish to a brilliant puzzle. Wow, that's just fun all the way through. There we go. A big thank you to Cactuslab for his +10 Yang puzzle, which was an inspiration to create this one. I hope you've enjoyed the puzzle. If so, I'd appreciate it if you'd rate my puzzle and leave a comment on Logic Masters. Well, do leave a comment on this video if you like it. And why wouldn't you like it? That's a very clever puzzle by Senny K. Great fun. Thank you for letting me bring that to you. Really enjoyed this yin yang. And we'll see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.